And in Europe, in the name Scandia.
In what? Europe. Mm-hmm. So these Ashkenazis are from somewhere in Europe. Mm-hmm. Some people, they call them European Jews. Yeah. These are your white Jews, sisters and brothers. Go ahead.
Scandinavia. Mm-hmm. Nobel considers that Ashkenaz is to be identified with the German race.
With the Germans. That's who the Ashkenazi Jews are. They are Germans. And if you look at the history of them being converted over to Judaism, it tells you that they were Germans who this happened to. Mm-hmm. So these are your German Jews. This is not Esau. They don't even claim to be Esau. But then there's another group of Jews over there that do claim to be descendants of Esau. And these are your Sephardic Jews. These Jews are black. They actually look more like the black Arabs. As a matter of fact, the Ashkenazi Jews hate them because they don't consider them to be really Jews, and the Arabs hate them because the Arabs hate all Jews in general. So they hate it on both sides. But they are black. They are even called Kushim, which is a Hebrew word meaning nigger. So you got some black people over there that ain't got nothing to do with Ben Amin. They were already over there. Matter of fact, they've been living over there for the past 1900 years. Because after all the dust settled, after, Rome destroyed Jerusalem, some of these people migrated back. They are called Kushim. K-O-O-S-H-I-M. Go online and Google Edom and Kushim, and it'll tell you that these are your Sephardic Jews over there. But is there any reference to that in the Bible? Let's take a look. Let's go to Obadiah 20. Well, Obadiah 20. Because there's only one chapter. And this is the last verse. They don't know anything about this. Obadiah 20. Go ahead and read.
And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even up to Zarephath.
It said even unto Zarephath, and what else?
And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south.
Now it said which is in Sepharad, which some people identify with Iberia. It said Sepharad. But what does that got to do with anything? Sephardic Jews, Seraphim. This is related to Edom. As a matter of fact, go over to verse 1 and let's see who Obadiah is addressing. This shows the connection to Edom. That's why they call themselves Sephardic Jews. Go ahead.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Edom.
Go ahead.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Now look what God said his punishment on Edom would be. Go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
I have made thee small among the heathen. Right now, the Sephardic Jews make up less than 2% of Jews. But what else he said about them?
Thou art greatly despised.
He also said you're going to be greatly despised. Right now, the Sephardic Jews are being treated in Israel, right now, the same way the so-called Negro was treated over here doing slavery and doing segregation times. But this was their punishment. These are your Sephardic Jews right here. This is Edom, and they are black. You don't believe they black? When was the last time you called somebody nigger that wasn't black? That's what that word means. It means a word associated with the black races. They call them Kushim. K-O-O-S-H-I-M. Some people spell it K-U-U-S-H-E-M. It's the same word. And that's what they call them. That's what the Sephardic Jews are going through. They are greatly despised. They are not liked. So as you can see in this class, we have proven that Esau was not white. Esau was a black man born with red hair. We have seen that even people among Israel, like David and the Nazarites, were said to have red complexions of skin. So even if it was referring to Esau's skin complexion, which it was not, it still wouldn't necessarily mean that he was white. It would just mean he was red as far as the black races are concerned. We also see that Esau intermingled with 3 black women, 2 Hittites and 1 Ishmaelite, and all of these people were black. We saw that. We also see that before the New Testament era, you had different Israelite rulers that converted other nations, black nations, over to the ways of Israel. Nations like the Canaanites, who were black, the Syrians, who were black. The Israelites who were black, and Edom who were black. And then we seen in 70 AD that the main people that were fighting against the Romans were the Edomites. And they went into captivity for what they did right alongside Israel. And then as they went into captivity, the Romans ambushed the rest of the people, black nations, that came up to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And they sent them into captivity too. Therefore, there is no way for you to know as a black, so-called black Hebrew Israelite that you are necessarily from Israel. You could be an Edomite, you could be an Ishmaelite, you could be a Canaanite, or you could be a Syrian. You have no idea to know. So Esau is not white, Esau was black. See you next week.